would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deek. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deek has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deek was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deek knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deek knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deek hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deek thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deek. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deek know what you learn about Deek's old friend.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominus?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominus won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominus.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominus is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught. Revelio!
Geist. Such a nuisance. There he is.
Revelio!
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominus. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominus. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a Scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favourite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this Scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the Scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Confringo! 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominus.
Confringo!
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors.
Lumos.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me? The rubble formed the
Lumos.
leaf of a person facing a snake.
That must
Revelio.
be the voice I hear.
Lumos.
The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominus, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us.
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Lumos!
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Revelio! Matching the symbols did open it.
About
Lumos!
to do that myself. But you got to it first. Nice work.
Confringo! Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did.
Lumos!
She was my favorite person in the world for it.
Confringo! Revelio! Lumos! Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That sounded promising.
Another dial solved. Revelio.
Impressive. Nice
Lumos.
work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Another, not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the Scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do.
Accio!
It's going to be difficult.
Incendio! Lumos! You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucio is etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominus, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, it is. I thought you knew me better.
But this is different.
Lumos.
Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
What do we do now? Ominus is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominus knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found. Slytherins, Scriptorium.
Revelio!
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominus. There's a book, just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominus never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Ominus, about your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominus.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Confringo!
Pleased to be included.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Crucio.
You're that hypocrite thief.
Glaciers!
Just how thought we'd forget about that comment.
Potato!
Stupid. You're the break.
Crucio. Glaciers! Confringo! Depulso! Confringo! Glaciers! Accio! Arresto momentum! Confringo! It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. The castle must have been quite stately in its time. Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Protego! Revelio! Confringo! Incendio! If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Madame Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes? What about?
Mrs. Sprottle told me a little about your brother's disappearance.
Oh, dear Dorothy. She'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it out of his system and it would gradually stop. But then one day, he didn't come home.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
What do you have for sale?
Bardolph, where are you? I'll not give up hope. Marvellous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Fine now, demi-guys.
Revelio.
Knowing a meat he's likely studied here.
Confringo.
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside.
Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Tobbs' master is awful.
Tobbs? Tobbs? Deek sent me. Are you in here? Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave.
Confringo. Defendo. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio.
Cursed fiends.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo.
That didn't sound particularly reassuring. Revelio.
Incendio.
Crucio.
Potato.
Stupefy.
Confringo.
Stupefy.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Potato.
Stupefy.
Revelio. Confringo.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders.
Revelio.
That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. I'm back from the cave, Deek.
Wonderful. Deek hopes you gave Deek's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deek, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deek was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deek and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deek always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deek feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deek will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deek.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deek could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Reparo.